Okay, I guess we're live and in person right now. My last test of the millennium. I guess that's what it would be. Trying to figure out how to run all this equipment by myself. I've been doing this for years, and I still have a hard time doing this. However, however, I am, I am, well, I'm ready to go. I promise I am.
We change the world in history right here where we're from. It's new beginning to you and me, cause we're not done. In our city, in our city, in our city, we're not done. I appreciate that.
It says that I'm on Facebook, so I'll have to uh, figure that out later on. Good morning, everybody. This is one of my short shows because I'm just trying to get it all straight. Come Monday, I got guests coming Monday and all that kind of thing. So I don't want to look like a newbie when they get here on Monday. So we thought we would do one more today just to see how all this stuff works, just in case. It's kind of like being in the military. One guy just can't do everything. You got to have everybody that knows how to do everything. Okay. Everybody's got to be cross-trained. So I'm thinking, okay, there we are on Facebook now. So everybody, we want to be able to do this. Now I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to try something new. You will see in underneath the, picture of the video, you'll see something says StreamYard. You can actually click on that and join the show and on your phone or on your computer or whatever the case may be on video. You can come to what we call our video. Our virtual studio, and that brings you online so everybody can see who you are and all that good stuff. Make a start of you and things of that nature. And I'm hoping that works now. So if anybody wants to try just to help me test it out, it says StreamYard.com CDW4 Yankee Charlie 3 Zulu Mike and Whiskey. So so what we need to do is just to see if you can come on anybody, unless you don't want anybody to see you, then I mean, you're not handsome like me, so I realize that everybody don't want to be seen on camera, but that's okay. That's okay, man. What do you think? What do you think about what happened in and the thing about this guy is he is a he's a soldier, a former soldier anyway, and he is a I got a picture. It's a black guy. It's a black guy that did this, and according to what I got, this him right here. Yeah, I think this is him right here. Yeah. Wow. This is crazy. I guess everybody's getting in. Everybody's getting in on the act of hurting people. I mean, this is terrible. I do have a picture of him here, right here. If I could, well, I'm going to try to get the video for you so you can, well, I don't know. I'm trying to, oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Okay. Let me see. I hear. I'm going to show you who this is. And it's not a pretty picture who this individual is who actually did this thing over there in this thing over in where are we talking about, in New Orleans? Yes, New Orleans, what we call it. Let me see if I can get him show you who he is. Okay. He is well, he's an interesting guy. I'm gonna say that much to you. And he seemed like he got all his senses, as a matter of fact. But let me see if I can show you. This is him right here. Let's see what he has to. This is the guy. This is the guy. Right there. Let's see if we can get him talking. Okay, let's see if we can get him talking.
And take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied them to my career as a real estate agent, where I feel like what really sets me apart from others.
He's in real estate, and that surprised me. But anyway, here he is. Let's start at the beginning.
Shamsuddin Jabbar, property manager with Blue Meadow Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello and let you know a little bit about me. So I'm born and raised in Beaumont, Texas, and now live in Houston. Mm-hmm. And I've been here all my life, with the exception of traveling for the military, where I spent 10 years as a human resources specialist and IT specialist, where I learned the meaning of great service and what it means to be responsive and take everything seriously, dotting I's and crossing T's to make sure that things go off without a hitch. So I've taken those skills and applied them to my career as a real estate agent, where I feel like what really sets me apart from other agents is my ability to be able to, be a fierce negotiator. So not only do I brilliantly market your property to make sure it gets sold as quickly as possible or gets leased as quickly as possible, but I'm also going to take every ounce of energy and put it into negotiating for you and for your property to get the best deal that you can possibly get for it. So once we get to the closing table, all the I's are going to be dotted, all the T's are going to be crossed, everything's going to go off without a hitch. And that is my word that I'm giving to you as your real estate agent.
Okay, then. Well, this is the man. I mean,
Shamsuddin Jabbar, property manager with Blue Meadow Properties and team lead at the Midas Group at Core Realty. I just want to say hello.
That's the guy who evidently decided that he wanted to kill people. As a matter of fact, I think they said they found an ISIS flag, but man, I don't know. This guy was a 76 Yankee or something like that, or a human resources guy. And I mean, wow. Well, would you have ever thunk that it was going to be a young man with those kind of credentials, or a military man, a U.S. military man? Man, wow. I guess that's that new military thing for us. I guess, I don't know. You can, although some years ago, although it's not that weird, because some years ago we had a captain down in Fort Bliss, Texas, that killed some soldiers down there. It had a card he used to give out. He used to give out a card that says a soldier of Allah, which nothing wrong with that. We all should work for the good Lord, but some of us take it, a little too far sometimes. But anyway, good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? But that's the guy who did the killing, a black man. We never thought it would be a black guy. We just never did. I just never, not in my wildest dreams. And he's in real estate. I guess he couldn't sell no houses or something. I don't know. Had a great what do you call that other service that everybody's using now? Not Facebook, but the other one, I forget. Anyway, that's where that came from. It came off of his site there. Anyway, good morning. Hope this day finds everybody well. I'm just trying to make sure if I can do this, I can do this all alone by myself until my guy gets back. Okay, that's always okay. Let me see if I can get this right. Okay. Again, if you go to my Facebook page, and you'll see something down that says StreamYard. If you want to come in the backyard, come in our studio. You won't be in here with me, but you'll be on our virtual studio. And, you want to have some comments about that. What do you think about that? What do you think about what happened? Been looking for the mayor. Then he called me the other day. Been looking for the mayor. If anyone sees him, tell him I'm looking for him to come on. Next week, Monday, we're going to have Dr. Graham on, nurse practitioner Graham from Veterans Wellness, for a few minutes to talk to us about some of the things that he does over there. So if you're an old school vet, you're old scroll or old school, old whatever you are, if you're old and you are feeling your age, because of walking and marching and carrying a rucksack, all those things. He specializes, and he is not just for veterans. He is for anybody, but he specializes in veterans because we put our bodies through so many things while you're in the service that don't hit you until you get older, and so he specializes in those kinds of things. Now, I do have a thing to put my microphone in now. I just got to go pick it up. Somebody bought me one out there. I appreciate that. I got to go pick it up. So I won't be holding the microphone next week. Now, our numbers, and just in case, I think you can, I believe you can call us. Let me see how you get this thing going on here. Presets right there. There we go. Share this. Okay. Yeah. And I believe we can now we can actually get a call or two if somebody wanted to call us and talk to us about whatever it is that you want to talk about this morning. That's fine with me. Because I'll talk about anything. You know me, I'm a talker, right? I am a talker. But anyway, hope the new year has found everybody well. Now, next week, Zigo gets to go back to school, and hopefully we'll get back on the student of the week. The Montgomery Advertiser has a program where they go to our schools, they take your submissions and they determine a couple winners every week, a couple applicants every week for student of the week. And each Monday, we get to come back and tell you who that person is. Again, I think that it's not enough just to let athletes see themselves in the newspaper during their high school time, during their high school years either. I think we need to do a little bit of that with our regular students too, because they are just as important as athletes. Matter of fact, most of those athletes will probably end up working for them. I'm just saying. So we might want to give them a little plug too every once in a while. Okay. Also, another bomb explosion or some kind of explosion happened in Las Vegas at the Trump Tower. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Other night, as everybody knows now in the city of Montgomery, we had more gunshots going on here than we did in Iraq. Okay. In Afghanistan. I mean, it felt as if we were under siege the other night. I mean, what was going on there? Okay, what was going on in this city? Now, I don't know who you can blame. I guess you can blame the people who do all the shooting. You can't blame the mayor. You can't blame the governor. You can't blame people like this are going to do things, whether it's good or bad. They're going to do. Anyway, okay. Oh, what was that? Okay, I'm gonna figure this out in a second here.
Call from Beverly.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm okay. You look so cute.
Well, you know, we all have our good things and our bad things about us.
Yes. But right now you look so cute on YouTube.
I know. But wait a minute, you don't want to talk about the bombing in New Orleans or all the shooting?
That was just ridiculous.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And it was a brother who did.
I mean, you just can't go anywhere.
Yeah, and it was a brother who did that too. You know, but hey, I appreciate you calling. As usual, you know, always take the call. So let me see. I can't get that. That's one of my frequent callers. Not frequent caller, but one of my good friends that called there. We're gonna see if I can call him back in a minute here. Anyway, our numbers here. If you want to call, if you listen, you can. It's 334-521-2963. Okay. Anyway, so anybody nothing to say about that? Did I show you the guy? It's a black guy and an Army veteran, a 10-year Army veteran who did this. I mean, you know, again, I can't blame the Army. I mean, we can't blame the Army. We can't blame his parents. We can't blame the governor. We can't blame the president. We got to blame. We can blame TikTok. You know, maybe they putting something in the water over there, and you know, when you go over there, it messes with your mind. I mean, I don't, man. I mean, our own soldiers. I mean, that's just like years ago when this one guy went into he was over there in Afghanistan someplace or Iraq, and he went inside the tent and attacked his own people. So you know, that's just one of those things. Okay. Hey Greg, what's going on, man? I appreciate you. You finally found the brother. I appreciate that. That's good. Let me see who that is.
Call from McKeithen James.
Yes, sir.
Hey, good morning, Kevin.
Morning.
Hey, no, hasn't been totally confirmed yet, but I think they says there's a connection between the guy that blew up the Tesla truck in front of Trump Tower and the guy in New Orleans. Have you seen that?
Well, I didn't see the connect. I didn't see that part. I just know the FBI, a bunch of FBI went to his house.
Yeah, seems like they too may have served, and I'm saying it loosely because you know we don't have all the information, but they may have served together on the same base.
Yeah, that is that's crazy when your own people. I mean, but what about the black guy that ran the truck in New Orleans?
Yeah, well, they served on the same base.
Oh,
that's what I'm hearing right now.
Okay.
In Texas.
So were they?
Well, you know, you got to wait and see what all comes out from the investigation. But
well,
there's some connection.
I wonder was that a planned terrorist attack? I mean, I can't think of anything else. Why that would they served on the same base? They went. I mean,
well, I'm saying that's being floated around here.
That's the hypothesis at the moment. Yes. Yeah. Well, I just don't know.
How about some more about those H1N1? Not H1N1. Those visas.
Well, you know, it seems that Ramaswamy and Elon Musk are sort of backtracking on not having as many here because we got our own citizenry and but it seemed like to me that they said, "Ooh, I may have to pay Americans more money, and so I better let these visa people come on in here."
Well,
that bugs me.
Well, Kevin, it's a very tricky situation. So we don't want illegals coming in doing what immigrants coming in doing jobs that Americans don't want to do, but we want them to come in and take jobs that Americans do want to do.
Well, again, I don't think we want illegal aliens coming in doing anything. But however, if Americans won't do it, see, here's my problem. The only way an American won't do a job is that he's not hungry. Okay, if we keep giving everybody food stamps, except for the old folks who need them, and you don't have to work. You know, but if you need a job, you know, you gonna take what's there.
Well, Kevin,
I hear you. What you say?
Why did food stamps come into existence?
Well, originally, food stamps came into existence because of the Appalachians, from what I understand. A lot of people up there living in Appalachians they just wasn't making nothing. They just wasn't doing good at all. And then the food stamp program hit the Appalachian. Then soon later, brother down in Georgia said, "Hey, you know, I got the same problem they got up there." So they made it a federal thing and gave everybody food stamps, and the food keep going up the way it is right now. I'm gonna get in line too.
Well, Kevin, no, really, food stamps came out. One of the main reasons was to subsidize farmers.
I think I heard that. Yeah, I think I heard that too. Yeah.
And the people were a second part. But right now, we have a problem with hold on a second.
Take your time. Just don't take all mine.
I'm not going to take all day. Beeping. We have a problem with ultra processed foods right now.
We do.
And this stuff that's going on, maybe we should go back and start restricting what can be bought with food stamps.
You know, absolutely. And as a matter of fact, over the weekend, I was looking at a study about all the things that go into our foods, and it began to. I mean, I never really thought 2 seconds about eating a chicken until I saw what they did to them nowadays to make them grow faster. You know, I think I'm gonna cut off eating so much chicken. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to tell you that I believe what's in our foods is affecting some of our people. The violence, and that goes on in our streets, and which is unexplainable. I believe it. We can attribute some of that to our diet. You know, that's one thing I can say. And then I found out the other day that stuff that they put in cereals, that makes like the Fruit Loops and all them things. You know, the different colors has nothing to do with the flavor. They are all the same flavor, even though they got different colors.
Yes.
I didn't realize that. So basically, the coloring mechanism that they use evidently is not too good for us, from what they tell me. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to think. And so I went to the store yesterday, and I asked the guy who owned the store. I said, why is it that everything that's good for us is higher, and everything that kills us or makes us sick is cheaper? And he looked at me like with the most strangest look. I said, but if you want me to eat healthy, then let me be able to afford healthy. You know, if I want to eat junk, then I ought to pay a higher price for that, because you're gonna get me out of I'm gonna have medical bills to go along with it. So not even the people in the store can tell us why the good stuff is high and the bad stuff is cheap. I don't know. Anyway, appreciate your call.
Yes.
All right, man.
All right, Kevin.
And I wonder, can anybody actually answer that question? If I'm not mistaken, says Chris, food stamps were started for those that were fired or laid off off times of hardship. Then you could qualify for food stamps. You just didn't get them because you had not worked or not had a job for years. Well, I would say if you're not working, you had a job for years, you probably are hard up for some food. But I mean, there are all kind of reasons why people say they came. I'm glad they did. I'm not gonna lie to you. When we were coming up with 6 boys and 2 girls in the house, my mama was a domestic laborer. We needed some of them food stamps, you know. but now they had the book back then, right? Where you went in the store and you gave and everybody in the store knew you had food stamps because you had to pull out the book. Well, now you got one that looks like a credit card. So nobody's ashamed of getting food stamps today because you don't know if they food stamps or if it's a food stamp card or a credit card. You don't know. I do say one thing though. It used to be you could not buy prepared food with food stamps. Now you can, which kind of defeats the whole purpose because that means that you can go to I don't think they take them at fast food restaurants, but you can go to people. I believe people like Publix and places like that and use those things when they can use those things to buy food that's been prepared, and which I think is crazy. You know, you need to be out there cooking. All right. Anyway, morning, Greg. You need to be out there cooking. Morning, Randy. All those folks. Y'all supposed to do something too with these things. Subscribe or something to it or whatever on YouTube. We got now on YouTube also. Elkman0557. Go there and subscribe so I can so I won't be on food stamps. Okay. But anyway, so I guess there are all kind of reasons why they came out with all these things. Often the reason why they got here and what they're using for today is not even in the same ballpark. But you know, I do believe that older people, though, you know, you live, if you're living on Social Security and that's all you living on, you're not getting much. It's hard to pay rent and buy groceries at the same time. What we need is a Social Security hall out here with about 500 rooms in it, so older people have some place to stay before they get out of here that they can afford. You know, what 25% of their Social Security payment or something like that ought to be government funded, since these people are the people that paid all the taxes for years and years and years and years, and now in their last years, you know, they eating out of garbage can and cat food and dog food. So, you know, I'm thinking if we're going to give illegal aliens free room in a hotel, then we ought to give our citizens, our older citizens, our free room at a hotel or something. But we're not. But anyway, that's a whole different story. I can't solve that one just all by myself, but it is an interesting situation to be in. New York's tied up all these illegal, but let us make sure when we talk about illegal aliens, what our main problem is. It is not the individual. If I'm in El Salvador, if I'm in Nicaragua, if I'm in Venezuela, if I'm in Cuba, if I'm in all of those places and I see a chance to get to America where they say it's the land of opportunity, I'm coming. I don't care about your laws. I don't care about anything. I'm coming. Okay. I'm coming to America. So let's not get caught up in the personality of the people that show up. Let's get caught up in the people to let them come in. Okay, because either we don't have enough guards, we don't have enough, the system's broken or something like that, or we just don't care. The Democrats just don't care. So let's not be angry at the people that come here, because I don't think there's anybody else that could look in the mirror and say we wouldn't do exactly the same thing. We would come to America. Okay, and if you've ever been overseas and seen the squalor and the way that some of these people have to live, and all of a sudden somebody says, hey, give me $200 some kind of way, and I'll put you on a boat to America. I'm on the boat. Now, hopefully I won't end up as fish food out in the sea. But yeah, I don't blame people for coming here. Hell yeah, I'd come. I mean, any way I could, under the fence, over the fence, through the fence, around the fence, I would come. That is why we need a system of security to our nation that won't allow this. But once they hear, hey, I just don't blame them. because I got some friends that are Hispanic and I love to death. So I don't blame them, because tell the truth. I want you to look in the mirror right now. Look in the mirror right now. Tell me that if you had an opportunity to come to America, no matter how you had to get here, tell me that you wouldn't do it. Of course you would. Me too. I'd get here on the first thing smoking. If I could figure out a way out. My only problem would be, am I going to a better place, or am I going to be used and abused? Because if I'm going to be used and abused, then I can be used and abused where I'm living now. So, and that's the shame of the immigration thing with the cowboys. What they call those guys, coyotes. They bring them over here, do them wrong. I just that irks. So they leave one bad place to come to another one, supposedly to look out for their dreams, to want to acquire, to accomplish something, and all of a sudden they end up in a Texas ranch, picking cotton or picking tomatoes or whatever we pick down there. No, and then we're no better than anybody else is. So I don't blame people for wanting to come here. I really don't. But I do blame our countrymen, the people who are sworn to protect these borders. I do blame them, but I don't blame the people for coming, and I don't blame them for getting in here any way they can. Until you've been someplace, until you've been to another, and I'm not talking about when you go to like Hawaii, right? You'll go downtown to Waikiki and Honolulu and Pearl City and all the places where it looks really nice. But have you ever heard about Nanakuli? Have you ever heard about Wahiawa? Have you ever heard about Wahiawa? Have you ever heard about the cities where they don't see all of that stuff that you see when you're not there? You don't see people living on the beach in shanty towns. You don't see that because nobody wants you to know that, they got folks there that are poor, a whole lot poorer than you are, living in the island of paradise. Okay? I mean, you don't know. So I'd come here. I'd get here as soon as I could. So we don't blame people. We don't blame people for trying to get here. Okay. Fernando says food stamps began after the Great Depression as part of the President Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal to combat widespread food insecurity. It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. Doesn't it make sense to you? It makes sense to me. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because there was a whole lot of widespread food insecurity back in the day. There was a lot of wide food. I appreciate that. Let's see. Somebody said, if I'm not mistaken, food stamps were started for those that were fired or laid off times of hardship. And that's probably true. It all probably has something to do with it. Something to do with it. Good morning, Randy. How you doing? Let me see now. What else is up there? Anybody else got anything to say they want to say right now? I didn't think so. Anyway, so appreciate you tuning in and you're calling in. Again, you can, if you're on the road, you just want to call us up and give us your thought about things. Feel free to do that. The number is 334-521-2963. That's 334-521-2963. Now, for the time being, till I can figure it out, we only got one line. So we are going to limit our calls to 3 minutes, just give somebody else a chance to get in if they had something interesting to say. Now, here's a question for us as Montgomeryans and Alabamians. What are we going to do to change our world? Not the world, our world. And most of us who live in Montgomery, Alabama, this is where our world is. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I looking at something the other day said that the rottenest schools in Alabama. I could not believe, and it was I'm getting tired of TikTok because they say the worst schools and the worst high schools in Alabama. Hold on, let me put this up. The worst, let me see, high schools, in Alabama. Let me tell you which one it says. How you spell worst? WRST. Yeah, as worst high schools. And now you'd be surprised of some of the ones they had on the list. Okay, you'll be surprised. 2024. Let me see. You'll be surprised at the ones they got on the list. Yeah, it kind of shocked me there a little bit. Okay, Alabama football snaps 10-win season. Okay, we got that now. Now the worst. Come on, it says the worst high schools in Alabama. Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys see you. And yes, we had some in Montgomery that was on the worst high school. Oh, here we go. SCHOOLS high schools in Alabama. Let me see here in 2024. So let's just see worst high schools in Alabama. Okay, let's just see now. Okay, here they go. I can't believe this. The 12 worst high schools in Alabama. Whew, man, I tell you what, this is something else. This is something else, but I'll show you that in a minute here, because I think I don't know if they're right or wrong on this particular issue right here, but let's just see if you agree. Okay, let's just say if you agree. If you don't agree, then we won't have too much to say about this. But share this. Okay, the worst high schools, D- in Alabama. Okay, the 12 worst high schools in Alabama. Now, this is not what I'm saying. This was out there on the net. Okay, elementary schools. Okay, let me see if I get this down here right quick. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Ooh, what a. We got some in Montgomery too, on Birmingham. I think Birmingham uses the Birmingham. Okay, wait a minute. I think. Let me go back. Let me go back to in a couple of moments here, and I'll be able to get to that call. This is what I have to figure out what to do. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get this done, how to share more than one thing, but I can't. But anyway, the worst high schools, these elementary schools, Hemp Hill, wherever that is, on 12th Street in Birmingham, Chisholm Elementary in Montgomery, Alabama, which I don't know, and Bruce K. Craig in Selma. Wow. And Hempfield Elementary School in Birmingham, Chisholm in Montgomery, middle schools. As a matter of fact, they say Inglenook K through 8 school in Birmingham. Birmingham makes the list a lot. Capitol Heights Middle School in Montgomery, Alabama, which I don't know if that's true or not, but okay. Inglehook, Capitol Heights. Let's see. Westlawn Middle School in Tuscaloosa, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you guys what the common denominator is in all of these schools. Okay, all of these schools: Westlawn Middle School, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in Tuscaloosa, and let's get to the high schools. Okay, Parker High School. Where's Parker High School at? It's in Birmingham again. Lee High School, which is Percy Julian, in Montgomery. John L. LaFleur Magnet High School, which is in Mobile. I don't know much about Mobile, except that it's by a lot of water. That's all I know. It's by lots of water down there. Okay, and I can't be going down there too often. I heard they got a bridge down there called something. Anyway, John LaFleur. So Lee High School made it. Percy Julian made it, and a few of our junior high schools made it. But if you look around the country, let's go to colleges. Jefferson State Community College in Birmingham. And wait a minute, here's a school called John L. LaFleur Magnet School. How in the world is a magnet school going to be a bad school? Really? Okay. Colleges would be Jefferson State in Birmingham. Whether or not it's true or not, I don't know. Strayer University, Birmingham campus, Enterprise State College University, that's in Enterprise. So what do they all have in common? You know. Okay. You know what most of them got in common, right? Okay, I'm not even going to go there. But I will say one thing. It is it is not because of the expectation of excellence. It is because we don't expect much of anything out of our kids. We won't send them home. We won't send them. We won't send them when you send them to the principal's office. Now they send them back to you. They send them back to the teacher. So seriously, we don't need a PhD in psychology to understand what's going on in our public schools. We don't. We tried all these stupid programs, but the one program that worked all the time was the paddle. Okay, and mom and daddy, of course. Mom and dad, of course. Now I must admit, my Marcy was tougher on Z than I was. I mean, I thought I was being a little bit tough, but she was even tougher. And thank God she was, because that's a pretty smart kid. He's a pretty smart kid. Me, I just want him to know. I just need him to grow up and join the army. Be tough, jump out of airplanes and things of that nature. Well, he did join the reserves, but he says he's not really into the jumping out of the airplane thing. I ain't mad at him for not wanting to do that. That takes a little bit of a well, I'll put it this way, kahunas to jump out of a door in an aircraft, not knowing whether or not that chute gonna open or not. It still takes a little bit of, it takes some pretty good kahunas to do that. But anyway, why is it? And if somebody in this town can explain this to me, it's not only in this town, it is all over America. If somebody can explain to me, though, why most of the schools in this country that are failing are populated 70 to 80% by Blacks and Latinos. Why is that? I'm listening. 521-2963, or you can click on the link below my Facebook page and it'll bring you in. It'll bring you into the studio. So, I mean, can somebody tell me why? There's some educator out there that can tell me why is it that most of the schools in this country that suck, elementary, high school, even college, suck, are filled with a majority population of Blacks and Latinos? Well, I know why. Yeah, I know why. But does anybody else know why? Does anybody else know why? Okay, I didn't think you did, but all right. Listen, I got to take a break, but y'all hang on loose for a second. We'll be back in a little bit here. And while you think about that question that I have just asked you, why do you believe that? Why do you believe that that happened? Anyway, I got a 30-second break. We'll be back.
We change the world and history right here where we're from. It's new beginning to you and me, 'cause we're not done. In our city, in our city, we're not done. I appreciate that.
We are back. I got rid of my, you notice that hat I got in that picture right there? I got rid of that hat. I mean, that was called my dapper hat. I wore that thing just to be cool. But we like when you 5'7", okay, 5'6", 3 3/4, putting a hat on your head just doesn't, it doesn't roll very well with you. You kind of, it makes you look shorter. It lets people know exactly how tall you are when you put a hat on. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Hope this day is finding everybody well. Not gonna be here too long. Probably for about another 20 minutes or so. And now I gotta go set up my guest list. I know nobody wants to come in the back. I want to make sure this thing is working. So somebody go to our Facebook page right there and click on that. Click on that link thing right there, so I can make sure that we are. Let me see here now. I gotta make sure that we can let people in when they want to come into the studio. I'm just trying to check that out because I don't want my guests to come on Friday and come on and then I'm not able to actually use the thing. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, let me see if I can get that. Say FAC. Okay, Facebook.com. Okay, there we go. Okay, so right on my page, right on the top of the page, there is a link down there that says. It says there's Fernando. There's okay. Let me see. Well, it was there someplace. I don't know where it is now, but it was there. Let me see now. Okay then. Well, I don't know where it's at. No wonder nobody's coming on. Okay, let me see here if I can do it this time. Oh, there it is right there. There it is right there. Okay. So put that up there and post it right here, right there, or right there. Okay, and I'll highlight this. I'll put this on the page where it's pinned to the page. So if you want to come on, you can feel free to do that. Okay, let me put that right here. Pin it to the page up there. There we go. Okay, so now it should be at the top of our. It says StreamYard, and you click on that thing right there, and you'll be able to come into the the screen with us and share your prognostications with us and the whole audience. Okay, so I'm just saying, I'm just looking out for you. All right. Our numbers are, if you are interested, and calling 334-521-2963, and we will. I've got a few minutes left in case anybody wants to, in case somebody wants to call and tell us what's on your mind. I got guests coming next week, so I'm just testing out stuff today to make sure that when next week comes, I don't screw it up. Because Chaz may not be here with me next week, so we're just trying to get it going so I can get like 10,000 viewers a day or 10,000 listeners, whatever the case may be. I want to go viral. I don't feel like doing anything crazy though to go viral. I'm not. It's not that important to me to go viral unless it comes with money. And then there's a limit on which I'm willing to do to make $1. Okay, so we're limited to what we're going to do. Now I do have somebody got me a microphone thing that I can put, so I don't have to hold this thing next week in my hand. So we're going to have that thing, right about here. That's what we're going to have it right there. Anyway, so hope everybody's doing well. I hope this, and listen, I wish you all the best of luck, all the best of times for 2025. You remember that song, In the Year 2525? If we're still alive, in the year 2525, if man is still alive. You remember that? It sounded like a long time ago, right? And here we are sitting, and we still got men walking the earth. Here we are in the year 2525. I mean, where does the time go? Also, you can catch us on Twitch. I don't really know what Twitch is, but I got an account over there. And YouTube, Elkman0557. So we got an account. So you don't really have to catch it. And when I get off the air, I'm going to just replay this So people want to talk, they can. Let's see, go back into my comments. Any more comments over there? The change has to start from within our own homes. That's true too. But that's Big C. That's not exactly totally true. I mean, it may start, but here's the problem. When the parents are teaching you one thing, and the school is teaching you something else, and society is teaching you something else, and most of the time, society will win. Okay, unless you got a strong constitution like I do, I will not be moved if I believe something. If it's what I believe, it's what I believe. But I wasn't always this way. I'm like any other kid. I would go from pillar to post, post to pillar. So I can't put it all on the parents anymore. But it does start there. It does start there. I will agree with you. But man, I mean, let's use. I hate to use this. I hate to use this analogy, but unfortunately, it is a sign of our times. We have people who actually telling men that they can have babies. Okay, we actually got people that tell men that. We got schools that have to teach gender studies now. They're not sorry. We got a woman who went up for the Supreme Court and told the senators that she could not describe a woman. Yeah. Ketanji Brown, whatever her name is. She said, I can't explain. I can't give you the definition. He said, define what a woman is. And she couldn't do it. She wouldn't do it. It's not that she couldn't do it, but her interest was more political than it was dealing with reality. So now our kids actually believe, some of our kids actually believe that you can actually turn yourself into a woman by osmosis in your brain. They actually believe that, and these people want us to believe, listen, what you think you are, I don't have a problem with that. That's what you think you are. But when you tell me that's what you are, and I know biology, they taught that when we took that what's that thing we took apart in high school? That poor little frog and all that stuff. And, so we can learn these things. And now you tell me all the things that we've learned that, they don't count anymore. So we're just going to undo science. And here's what I learned about nature. You can mess with nature if you want to. So you can mess with it, but you can't change it. You can mess with it. And at the end of the day, it's going to mess with you back. It will. You cannot change what God has given us. You cannot do it. But you can think you can. And what makes it so funny is this right here. Do you guys know no matter how much technology we come up with, no matter how many heights and how many spaceships we send to space, no matter what we think we've accomplished, do you know the one thing that can make it all null and void? Come on. Well, it's two things actually, but one thing for sure. Okay. Anybody knows what the one thing is that can make all of our technology null and void? Anybody know? I'm waiting for the answer. Okay, nobody knows. So I know you know. You're just not thinking right now. There is one thing on God's earth that can change. It doesn't make any difference how smart we are. No bullet can stop it. No tank. They haven't made the tank big enough. They haven't made nothing on earth can stop this particular thing. Okay. Now I'm not talking about God coming down, swiping us into non-existent. That'll do it too. But anybody knows? Okay, I'm gonna put that on my I'm gonna put that on my Facebook page and see if anybody comes up with the answer. Okay. See, this is just too easy. I mean, it's just too easy. If you guys were to think about it, just too easy to get it wrong. So let me leave you with this. What is the one thing that can take down anything on earth? Okay. Nuclear weapons won't stop it. It's the one thing that will take down everything on earth, and there is nothing we can do to stop it. And not except not God, although we know He can do it. Not God, not the devil. It's one thing that is germane to earth that can take down anything on this earth and cannot be stopped. That is your weekend task for the weekend. Okay, that's your task for the weekend. Okay, I'm just saying. So you gotta go, but it's been great talking to you guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully by next week I'll have all this thing done and ready to go, and I'll have some people who won't be scared to get on the studio with us and talk to us, like they got it set. And so we're gonna, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We will. So, see, okay. Again, the question is, what is the one thing that cannot be stopped by anything on earth? Okay, nothing on earth can actually stop it, or the repercussions of it. Okay, I'm just putting that out there to you. Let's see how many smart people we got out there. I know I'm not the only smart person in the world. I mean, come on. Okay. Anyway, listen to all the folks who are tuning in this morning. We appreciate you, and don't forget our YouTube thing. And now next week, I'm on my quest to get hundreds of people. No, not deaf. No, it won't. It's not death. No, that's not what it is. However, it is. It is in the same. It is in the same realm. Okay. I wonder who this is. Okay. Well. Okay. So they're not. Yeah. Can't get to them. Let's see. Did somebody call? Okay, no, nobody called. Okay, wait, gotta go. But no, it's not death. Death cannot bother this either. Okay, so we'll be back next week or so, and we'll get started. I do have a guest coming on Monday. It'd be we call him the People's Doctor, David Graham from Veterans Wellness. We're going to get him on here and see if some of you old folks out there need a hand with some of your bones issues and all that kind of thing. We'll talk to him, and then we'll talk to other people, hopefully in the week. That's what I'll be doing all weekend long. I want to be setting up our guest thing. Okay. So time. No, it's not time. You can't. Well, you can't stop time. But time. Well, time is a relative thing. That. How can I put this from a philosophical standpoint? Time is what happens between now and infinity. So I really don't know. I don't know. But time is not the answer, but it's within the paradigm. Okay. But it's not time. No, it isn't. But hey, appreciate you guys. And it's not death. It may cause some death, but it's not death. Death, when death happens, you cease to exist, so you can't do anything anyway. So anyway, we will be back next week, hopefully, if the good Lord says the same. So y'all hang loose out there, and let us and hopefully we will stop that right quick. Hopefully we'll be back next week to get so I can sound. I'm always trying to do a couple of things here, and it's not working out too good for me, but it will. It will. I'm trying to. I think. See, this is not like the. This is not like the like this radio station. I actually got to learn new things here, but I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it right one of these days, and we're gonna be all right. Soon as I get to the phone settings, guest, general. Okay, we got that. We got that. We got that. We got that. Okay, we got that. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna go anyway because I can't figure those one out at the moment. So we got that right there. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got it now. Okay, so we'll be back. What was that said? Anyway, gotta go. Just got a call from a customer. So somebody's got to work on those computers at a reasonable price. And so far, it's me. So you guys have a great day. Have a great night. And we'll see you next week. I'll just have to get back on it one more time. But I'm interested to see if anybody knows the answer to the question. What's the one thing that can destroy everything on earth and cannot be stopped? We'll be back.
We change the world in history right here where we're from. It's new beginning to you and me, cause we're not done. In our city, in our city, in our city, we're not done. I appreciate that.